Hey, Alback here, doing another video, and today, maybe you can kind of figure this one out, we're doing hot sauce. Homemade hot sauce, quick and easy. There's some other flavors I'll tell you about in a second. We're going to put it in the Instant Pot, and it's going to take 1 minute. That's right, 1 minute under pressure. So, just to explain, your typical Louisiana hot sauce or like a crystal hot sauce, which I miss, not overly too spicy, good flavor. Can't get that here in Mexico. So like I mentioned before, you kind of make it yourself. So the green sauce you see in the bottle on the left there was my creation using jalapenos. The one on the right, the orange one, was using habanero. Anyway, so what we have here for today is we have a poblano pepper, usually green. This one's ripe and nice red color. This is a huge jalapeno that has some reddish color, and again I was trying to find the reds. And these, you can see there's serrano peppers, a couple really nice vibrant red ones. I wish I could found all of these like that. And the process is simple, quick, and easy. Gonna make it at home with or without the Instant Pot, so we'll tell you that. Hold on tight. So I started chopping the peppers. You just want to rough chop them. Keep the seeds and all. But it's all you're going to do is rough chop them, and then we're going to put them in the pot. Other equipment you'll need for this is a bowl, a fine mesh strainer, and one of those stick wand blenders to basically puree it smooth. And then what happens is some of these chunks and seeds, after it's cooked, you're going to strain out basically the chunks, and then you're left with a nice, nice smooth sauce, hot sauce. All right, so I'll finish chopping, and then we'll put it all together. All right, so all my peppers are rough chopped. Like I said, just chop them into small pieces, medium pieces. Not the whole things at once; it would just take longer to cook. But rough chopped. Like if you ever had one of those like nacho pickled jalapenos. So about that size or even bigger is okay. Like I said, we're going for the color red, but I got what I got, so bet you I'll find enough reds. So a quick Spanish lesson for today. So it's going to take just those peppers, apple cider vinegar, which is vinagre sabor manzana. Manzana is apple, vinagre is vinegar, of course, and cristales de Himalayas. Right there, I'm using Himalayan sea salt. You can use any coarse salt or really any salt you want. I seem to like the imparts a little bit extra flavor. So what is the recipe and how much do we use, Al? Well, basically, however much you want. So this is what I could find at the grocery store. And so all you're going to do, whether you have this amount I have, you have less, you have more, is you're just going to basically pour the apple cider vinegar in just until it starts to hit the top of the peppers. So you still want to see a couple little peaks of the peppers left, so about there. If you want to be comparable to that classic, crystal type hot sauce flavor, you can reduce the vinegar. Of course, you can try different vinegars, red wine vinegars. Get wild with it. And then, so again, if you had double the quantity, you'd use double the quantity to get to the top of the peppers of the vinegar. As far as salt, it's about a tablespoon of salt for my usual batch. So this is probably gonna be like 3/4 of a tablespoon I'm putting in here. It's barely coming out, but I've done it enough I can judge. And if you want to save on some sodium, you can put less. It just brings out some of the flavors. And that's it. That's the secret. So easy. Now, if you don't have an Instant Pot, you could totally do this on a stove top with a cover. You're just going to have to simmer it for a lot longer until they get kind of like super mushy where you could blend it. So you definitely can do it without an Instant Pot. But this takes 1 minute, which I love. So using the Instant Pot, if you're doing a pressure cooker, you're going to always put it on the sealing position. So that's no seal, that's sealing. That's going to make this little thing, pop up and be under pressure in a few minutes. And then literally, I'm not joking, folks, we're going to pressure cook it. And then we're going to put it on for just 1 minute. Not kidding about that. Oops, that's 0 minutes. Alright, there's 1 minute. Alright, it's gonna self-start here in a second. You'll hear a beep. You'll hear a beep. Ah, there it is. Okay, so that'll come up to pressure. So there's not a lot of liquid. It won't take as long to come to pressure. I'm guessing about 3 minutes. And then it'll count down to 1 minute. And we'll see how it all worked out and go on to the next step. Alright. It's been on for about 30 seconds or so. In the meantime, there's the 1 minute. Just started. Meantime, you can put in any bottles you have. I saved some bottles from other sauces, but I found these things, little squirt bottles, but clear, unlike the mustard ketchup bottles. They're perfect for the hot sauces. Oh, there you go. It is done. Alright, so we'll get right to that. And I forgot to mention, you'll need a funnel or just some method to get it into said bottle, or pour really gently. So with this, I'm going to turn that off, cancel. And then I'm going to, this is an instant release they call it, not a natural release. Instant release is where you release literally the pressure instantly. Natural release, you let it just cool off on its own until it drops. So this is what they call a quick release, and we're going to flip this. Now stay back from that steam, because that steam coming out of there is spicy stuff, and the vinegar with the spicy just hits you. You can like kind of have to lose your breath sometimes. So let this steam off. Might take a couple minutes, and we're gonna get a peek. All right, let's see what we get. I got my COVID mask on because, you know, I've done this before. That steam, like, kind of stand back. That, like I said, the vinegar and the spices will hit you. And anytime handling peppers, of course, they're steaming off. Make sure to, actually, I'll put this over here. Make sure to take precaution. Don't wipe your eyes or things like that. Wash up really well. So you see they've changed color. If I had more red ones, or deep red ones, you know, they'd settle on a red. But it's supposed to be a little orangey, but that's okay. Still what I'm looking for. You can see the different colors there. I can instantly get hit with the vinegar and the pepper smell. As I get too close, you might start coughing. That's why I put the mask on. But now we're ready to wand blend. So this is just a Hamilton Beach. And one of these deals. I'm going to ramp up the speed a little bit. And we're going to wand do this until they're a fine puree. Alright, so let me finish that up and we'll get almost over. Alright, and we're back. So I have pureed the sauce. See if we can kind of show you that here. Let me just pick up the phone and give you a visual inside the pot here. I gotta tip you right there. We go. So you see there, but we're gonna see more in a second here. Just uno momento, which means one moment in Spanish. So I have the fine mesh strainer. I'm gonna pour this over here, just like that. And we'll give you a good cam shot here in a second. Okay, every little bit of it there. Okay. Whew, I can hear it, I can feel it, I can smell it. Alright, so basically, I'm just gonna press down with a spoon. You see the stuff coming out at the bottom? Okay. So I'm just going to keep doing that till you get every last bit of the sauce. It's going to leave behind basically seeds and some skin. You see that there. We'll show you. So that's it. I mean, I press it pretty good. Just give it a good squeeze. You're not going to be a lot left over. What's left over makes a good chili paste. You ever had that, like in Asian cuisine? But it'll be spicy because it's mostly seeds. But I've saved it before. Some friends we've had over before definitely wanted it, but you're gonna see what that looks like. That's what's left over. Okay, so a little more squeeze. Okay. All right. Okay. So we reverse the cake here. So there is the sauce. So this is really like the first opportunity to taste it. Well, you're gonna taste it after you blended it, I guess. But there's just a little foam there, that'll go away. But you can kind of see the color right there. Got a nice color, almost like a Tabasco color. So this one, nobody's getting, so I can put my finger in it. My finger's clean. But I'm going to taste it. Definitely get that acidic from the vinegar. Whew, now I'm getting the kick of the Serrano. Again, you could adjust the, sorry, spicy. But that's good. That's good. It's very good. You can just adjust the heat levels. Again, you could use a red bell pepper or more poblanos or whatnot. Or, look at the Scoville scale, so to speak, which is how they measure the heat of peppers, and adjust it accordingly. That's all you have to do. You can adjust the spice level. Also, what could help is you can scoop out the seeds. If you want a mild one, scoop out the seeds in the flesh. It'll be mild or milder. So anyway, this I can't do at the same time. So let me try to put this camera back and we'll show you filling it up. Okay, there we go. I'm learning this stuff, guys. Bear with me. Okay, so now it's time to fill. So basically, it's gonna pour this in. It's filling up. It's still hot. Alright, I need to stop right about there. Okay. And get that cap. Put that on. Now you gotta let it cool. Like anything else. Let the steam come off. It's still really hot. You can let it cool down to process this, no problem. But there you go. Beautiful. Like I said, the foam will settle down. Very nice, very flavorful, in literally 1 minute. So hope you enjoy. Please like, share, or subscribe to my channel if you like these video tutorials.